Arriving on Thursday the 18th of April, on Gold, we have a new one-off documentary called Bottom Exposed. Yes, that's rude, isn't it? And here's a clip.
It was a delightful period. I remember just laughing a lot. I wrote quite a lot of Richie and he wrote quite a lot of Eddie because we were in love with each other's characters.
A one-off special celebrating the cult comedy classic, Bottom Exposed, coming soon to Gold.
So this is a look back into the wonderful sitcom Bottom, starring Adrian Edmondson and the late, great Rik Mayall. They made 18 episodes between 1991 and 1995. It also spawned some sellout stage shows. And I think it's fair to say that, apart from the young ones, which of course they were both in as well, there's never really been anything else like it on TV. And I don't think there will be again. I mean, it's hard to, as they say in the show, it's hard to imagine it getting commissioned today. So it's about these two friends, Richie and Eddie, who are flatmates, and they're both kind of desperate to get girlfriends. they're just a couple of losers. They live in this really grubby, grimy flat, and a lot of it is just this amazing slapstick violence, quite extraordinary. and of course, they're both brilliant comic actors in terms of sort of playing grotesques. And there's lots of talking heads in this, people who worked on the show, people who guested on it. There's a very good episode with Helen Lederer in it, and she talks about being in the show. They were good friends, of course, and it's interesting to see like pictures of them when they met at Manchester University as well. It was a much loved show. I mean, weirdly, my dad really likes it, which is just astonishing to me. And they go to the bench in Hammersmith, where they shot the opening titles of the two of them sitting on a bench. And I remember listening to Adrian Edmondson hosts it, really, and they get him on a sort of recreation of the set, and they interview him, and he also goes to various different places and talks to various different people. He's great, very charming. And Rik Mayall, I mean, just watching him, it's a reminder of what an incredible, larger-than-life talent we lost when he died. But yeah, so great to watch this and be reminded of Bottom, and just maybe want to go and watch some episodes of it, which I'm sure Gold will be showing as well. What did you think, Hannah?
Well, I didn't know it. I mean, I didn't really know much about it. So it's kind of, I wonder whether it takes you a trip down memory lane if you were invested slightly originally in it, or knew of it, or have watched it on Gold previously. And I hadn't, but I did look into it afterwards. And I do think you always learn something from this, you know, as you say, how it made its way onto TV, how it stayed there as long as it did, and kind of the un-PC things they did, and the things that, you know, things they said and you couldn't do anymore. And I think that people will really, because obviously it was massive at the time, will really enjoy that, and also into friendships and how it all works. And I think anything like that where you're learning something and bringing back something that clearly was iconic at the time can only be a good thing.